President Donald Trump recently announced that the planned tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico are set to go into effect next month after a month-long delay. A press conference in Washington, Trump emphasized that the tariffs are going forward, yes, indicating his intent to impose these taxes on goods from the two countries. Oh, what exactly are these tariffs? Tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods, making foreign products more expensive in an effort to encourage consumers to buy domestically produced items. In this case, Trump is implementing a 25% tariff on most imports from Mexico and Canada, with energy products such as Canadian oil subject to a lower 10% tax. The justification for these tariffs centers around claims of unfair trade practices by other nations that allegedly disadvantage American manufacturing and jobs. Is relevant? The introduction of these tariffs has significant implications for both the U.S. economy and its trading relationships with Canada and Mexico, two of its largest trading partners. Concerns have been raised about potential repercussions on economic growth and inflation rates. Economic analysts predict that such tariffs could largely be passed down to consumers, impacting retail prices across various sectors. Companies like Walmart have already expressed apprehension about the uncertainty created by impending tariffs, which may lead to reduced consumer confidence. Various sources have weighed in on this topic. Evan Bruninger from CNBC highlighted Trump's assertion that the U.S. has been taken advantage of by foreign nations regarding trade policies. On the other hand, Josh Boak from the Associated Press noted that while Trump believes these tariffs will ultimately generate revenue and new jobs for American workers claiming our country will be extremely liquid and rich again, many economists warn that may instead burden consumers and businesses reliant on imported materials. In terms of potential impact, if enacted as planned, these tariffs could lead to higher costs for American households. Estimates suggest average incomes might decrease by over $1.00 annually due to increased prices for goods tied to these import taxes. Moreover, retaliatory measures by Canada or Mexico could escalate into broader trade conflicts detrimental to all parties involved. Historically speaking, we can look back at previous tariff implementations which resulted in strained international relations and economic turmoil. For instance, during the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930, amid the Great Depression, led many countries to respond with their own tariffs, creating a global trade war that exacerbated economic woes worldwide. A bigger picture here involves understanding how trade policy shapes international relations, while also affecting everyday life for citizens at home. Although some may argue that protectionist measures like these serve national interests by defending domestic industries against cheaper imports, others caution against isolationism, which might hinder cooperation among allied nations or spark unnecessary economic strife. In conclusion, push for new tariffs represents an aggressive stance toward reshaping trade dynamics with Canada and Mexico, potentially aiming at addressing issues such as illegal immigration. The overall consequences remain uncertain. Balancing national interest with global cooperation will be crucial moving forward as stakeholders navigate through this complex landscape, characterized by increasing protectionism versus free market principles.